Hello dear students, welcome back to your chemistry class. Today I'm here with 3 new topics and starting with classification of inorganic compounds. Totally we have 4 different types of inorganic compounds in chemistry, which are oxides, acids, bases and salts. So today we are going to start with oxide and the definition of the oxide, but before that, oxygen is an important element in oxide, so that's why we are going to start with oxygen first. Oxygen is located in main group, in the 6th main group in the table. The atomic number for that is 8 and the atomic mass for that is 16. It is mostly negative. When this element react with other elements, mostly it takes negative charge, but sometimes only one time, when it reacts with fullerene, it actually has a positive charge, because fullerene is the only negative element in table. It has 2 shells. The first shell, which is K, has 2 electrons, and the second one, which is L, it has 6 electrons. So the last shell has 6 electrons and it needs 2 more electrons. That's why it gets mostly -2. The charge is -2. Vital for respiration of living organism. In all our body, we need oxygen. All the organisms inside the body, they need oxygen. When we inhale the oxygen, the blood carries it through all the body, and then we use the oxygen. So, for what? For oxidation of organic materials in the body to produce energy. Whatever we eat, all of them, they change to glucose, and the glucose, in order to produce energy, it needs oxygen. So oxygen react with glucose and then they produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. That's what we eat for. And the last point, an important one, the atmosphere that we live in is about 1 out of 5 or 21% of that atmosphere is made of oxygen. So oxygen is an important element for our life. So now let's start with the oxides and the usage of oxides. The definition: they are produced from reaction of elements with oxygen. This definition we have studied in oxidation, the same definition. When elements react with oxygen, the compounds are called oxides. So easy. So where do we use anhydrous lime, calcium oxide, used in construction and industries? How? In construction, about 60% of cement is made of this oxide. Cement, everything nowadays, every building is made of cement. Concrete and cement is a basic portion of the concrete. So 60% of that is made of calcium oxide. So that's why it's so important. We produce nonmetals. We use nonmetal oxide for producing acids, and we use metal oxide for producing bases. So we will study about acids and bases and what they are in the next sessions, inshallah. So carbon dioxide used in cola, the cola we drink, energy drink, and everything that we use, they have gas, and that gas is actually carbon dioxide. It is produced from the combustion reaction. Combustion reaction, we have studied about that. Mostly when the organic compounds react with oxygens, the combustion reaction happen, and one of the products is carbon dioxide. And the last part is corrosion of metals. Corrosion or rust is also as oxide, a type of oxide. Rust is produced when metals react with oxygen. So the oxide of metals is actually rust. So what are rust for? Some for protection of metals layer, and some other cannot protect them. So a metal produces rust in order to protect the other layers from being oxidized. So this layer sometimes cover the other parts of metal to not produce these layers are used to protect the other part of the metals from destroying, and sometimes they can do this because when they produce a layer, it fall apart and the other layer is also destroyed. Some are oxidized slowly, like copper, aluminum, and zinc. They need a long time to be oxidized, so like copper, aluminum, and zinc. And some others are called noble metals, which don't react, like gold. They do not react with oxygen and they are not oxidized. So they are called noble metals. Why noble metals? Because they don't react totally with oxygens. So that was all about today. If you had any question, you can comment down below. And for more videos, subscribe our channel. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Goodbye.